Yo, Facebook, what's up? So all my wands have now sold out. Legitly, I'll be getting my wand money tomorrow. Now tomorrow when I get some food, I want to introduce some homies of mine to the dankest motherfucking pizza on the planet. We're talking 4 meat ultimate treat, baby. I see a lot of YouTubers like Dame Drops doing food hacks. So we got, I'm saying, like, yeah, dude, check this out, blah, blah, blah. Did that Burger King sandwich he made earlier. Oh, ho, ho. That bike, bad the fuck ass. Fresh as fuck, man. And then I see Pickle Boy posting a video about eating a bunch of unhealthy food, and I'm like, dude. You sound like the devil when I tempt people like that. Like, you're trying to... No, but I kid. It was just for conversation sake. When you're on YouTube as a community, it's good to show and share your stuff. Like, get your shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, these arms be looking fresh and big, yo. Like I could fucking do some damage over fucking here. Yeah. No, but a big thank you to those of you who ordered wands. All sales are final. Like, you've already paid me the money for it. Etsy doesn't have a return policy. So, yeah, you can't exchange wands for a different wand. You can't return your wand. All sales are final. Like, if you didn't want a fucking wand, then you shouldn't have bought one. Sorry, but it is what it is. The wand you ordered will be sent either way. Like, the money's already going to be in my fucking bank account tomorrow. See, with it being the middle of the week and the end of the month, not too far around the corner, that'll keep me from being overdrawn. Yeah. Hustle. That's what it's all about in life. Yeah, I got rid of the other chair and replaced it with my other gaming chair that I've had this whole time. Because that chair I had kind of broke on me and it was falling apart. So I'm like, all right, back to this one then. Which I don't mind. This one was falling apart too, but I was able to fix it. I mean, it's not the most comfortable chairs to sit in, but it's better than nothing. It's comfortable enough. You know what I'm saying? I can lean back on it and, oh, how are you? They should come with a satisfaction guarantee, and they do. But you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you're going to be satisfied. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you're not satisfied with it, then I don't know what to fucking tell you. You shouldn't have ordered the fucking wand. I have, but it would just get in the way and be cumbersome, so I might just save that fabric for, like, when I need it. Yeah. But yeah, there's always a silver lining to stuff. Oh yeah, that big old school chair that I had, that was pretty comfy, yes, but this is much easier for me and my computer space anyways because it has wheels. I can move around on it. Makes it easier. And with that big old black chair that I had, it was comfy, don't get me wrong, but when it broke, freaking, I was like, nah, dude. It's broken and it's taking up too much space in the apartment. Yeah. I thought about going downtown and playing my guitar. I have to fetch my guitar case out of the closet behind the futon, which I did a little bit of, like, the closet behind the futon, like, it was a fucking mess, dude. I went and cleaned it out recently, got rid of stuff I didn't need, and donated it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I roll. Because if I ain't using it, someone else will sure as fuck use it. Like, I had a pair of rollerblades in there that I didn't use because I got the fucking bike right there, so why do I need rollerblades? And they're practically brand fucking new too. That's what I'm getting at. Would you consider getting a hot dog at a gas station to make it a 5-meat treat? You could do that if you wanted to. I mean, fuck, if you wanted to add anchovies to it, you could. You know what I'm saying? And once you would get it out of the store at Little Caesars or wherever you order your meat pizza from, what you put on it after that is totally on you. That's the beauty of it. That's just why pizza is just awesome, because it's universal, man. Yeah. But check this out. I noticed that women are responding very positively to the combination I have on my face, the facial hair, this mustache goatee combo, looking like some devil-looking shit, you know what I'm saying? Looks quite nice. I'm going to end up keeping it just because it looks good on me, and you know what I'm saying? Get some chicks talking like, yo, who's that goth stud? I wouldn't say that. Everybody in Casper has a voice. Everybody in Casper got a story to tell. Everybody in Casper got their own struggles. So I will take that as a compliment, yes, but I wouldn't say that. One of my commenters, Vladiziv, says, you are the voice of Casper. And I'm like, I don't know about that, man. But I have heard some people say, oh, let's got the King Cobra. He's putting Casper on the map. Look at that. Yeah, that's not an underestimate. When will you make more outside street videos? When I can, dude. Like, I've gotten... speaking of which, let me go check my Gmail real quick. See what we can come up with. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 13. $13 sold. Shout out to Australia and all my fans down under. That's what's up. You think rattlesnakes are bad? I mean, yes, in Wyoming we get rattlesnakes, which is pretty cool. But down in Australia, they have poisonous spiders and snakes that are like 4 to 8 times more poisonous than a rattlesnake. I can make the sound of a rattlesnake tail with my mouth. It's pretty accurate too. And that'd be like the worst prank to pull on somebody in Wyoming. You're taking a hot hike on a trail somewhere, and you work some ventriloquism, and you're just like, nobody move, we're gonna rattlesnake. Just Josh, and you asshole. Oh. Did I get my phone back? Not quite. No, not quite. Not yet, but soon, soon. Maximize the nicotine. Now, if you want to smoke indoors but cut down on the smell of tobacco, ghost hit. You maximize your nicotine deliverance, and the air doesn't even stink like tobacco. Yeah. You can't do that with a cigarette, yo. I'm just saying. There are some conveniences to having a tobacco pipe versus a pack of cigarettes. As I've said before, if you have a tobacco pipe, you always have tobacco. There are people out there who say, oh, I haven't had a cigarette in I don't know how long, blah, blah, blah. Get a pipe. Get yourself a goddamn tobacco pipe, and I guarantee you will, yeah, it's a lot cheaper than cigarettes, and you get more tobacco to choose from. All kinds of delicious flavors. Black Cavendish is especially delicious. But Black Cavendish is rather strong on the nicotine. I'm a bit picky with my pipe tobacco, to be honest. I like tobacco in general, but I like aromatic pipe tobacco that smells really good and has a nice nicotine punch to it. I could start my own pipe tobacco company if I won the fucking lottery. I would too. King Cobra pipe tobacco, smoke like royalty. Cherry, peach, banana, mango flavored pipe tobacco with CBD oil and nicotine, using natural food flavors and sugars and CBD oil to enhance the nicotine to create a slow but rather satisfying and smooth smoke that leaves the air smelling ever so sweet. It's just a really sweet and really strong pipe tobacco. You have like maybe 4 bowls a day, and it'd be enough for if you're a moderate to heavy smoker. You know what I'm saying? It'll be enough to where it's like, oof, you know what I'm saying? And when you inhale it, it'll go down so smooth, so fucking smooth. The tobacco I would make if I won the lottery and got my own tobacco company started, mind you, would be the most natural, organic tobacco ever. And I started off selling pipe tobacco, and once that took off, then I could branch out and start selling mini cigars and cigarillos, using organic hemp paper for my cigarillos and that natural tobacco, and like tobacco leaf and hemp paper rolled together to create the cigarillo. So you got the leaf on the inside and then the hemp paper on the outside. Now, if tobacco companies took their cigarette butts and they made like the little butts out of all the cotton itself, if they took and made the cotton and the paper from the cigarettes out of hemp, it would cut down on costs for making them. You know what I'm saying? It would save a lot of trees, and it would make cigarette butts biodegradable. I'm just saying. The fact that cigarettes take so goddamn long to decompose in the first place, and you want to put a stop to that. As a smoker, that kind of concerns me. You know, people look at me and go, oh, you're a smoker. You're a filthy, disgusting smoker. Well, what do you do to relieve stress? Well, I do Pilates. Well, then you're a hypocrite. How am I a hypocrite? Because every human does something to relieve stress. I don't give a fuck what it is, dude. Maybe you don't smoke cigarettes, but I guarantee you might paint or draw or collect stamps. So you want to get on my ass for smoking to relieve my stress, you're a fucking hypocrite, even if you don't smoke. And I'm telling you right now, if every cigarette company switched to a biodegradable hemp cotton for their filters and used hemp paper for their cigarettes, and they bleached it like they normally do, it would cut down on costs on the assembly line. So tobacco companies would actually be saving a little bit of money on the assembly line, because with people saying you shouldn't smoke, it's bad for you, blah, 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 blah. Fuck it, dude. Weed's being legalized everywhere. So by the time I'm 60 years old, weed's going to be legal everywhere, dude. So I don't give a fuck. I want to smoke my cigarette and y'all can piss off. You want to make us think about something? How about the factories that are polluting our skies? How about the fucking countries that are fighting over oil? Which country's got the bigger nuke button? Like, and you want to get on my ass about smoking a fucking Winston. Ha! Now, what also helps if you're going to smoke indoors, crack a window, dude. Smoke sucks out. Like, if you can ghost hit your tobacco and then crack a window, there's virtually no smell at all. And here's the thing of it. You take your tobacco pipe, instead of loading a full bowl of tobacco, you load like half of it, and you leave the other half empty. So when you push it against the palm of your hand to prevent the smell from coming out, boom. Like, you can literally cut down on the smell of tobacco just by ghosting it. And that'll give you a nicotine rush from hell and back. God damn. But if you're doing this just right, and maybe you're 18, but you still live at home with your parents and they don't want you smoking, dude, come on. This is how you get away with it, man. You be fucking sitting there in your room chiefing on some good tobacco, and they walk in there, what are you doing? You smoking out of that pipe? Well, you can't even smell it. I don't care. So I don't give a fuck. If you're 18 years of age or older, you should be old enough to fucking smoke. You know, California sitting there making tobacco age 21 or older. It didn't stop high schoolers from getting cigarettes because now it's just one more thing they're going to ask somebody to buy. Or they could just take their car, drive across state line, go to Nevada, Indian casino, and buy tobacco at the age of 18. And then maybe play a couple slots just to make it look like they're not just going there to buy tobacco and then fucking leave. And then drive a, you know what I'm saying? So it's stupid. You're old enough to die for your country. You're old enough to vote for the next president, but you can't smoke a fucking cigarette? Fuck off, dude. Like, if I go to California and they ask, sir, can I see your ID? Holy shit, you're 27? You don't look like it. Curse of being sexy, I suppose. But anyways, that's bullshit, dude. That is complete and utter bullshit. Like, okay, if you're not going to send fucking cigarettes in the MREs, give them a pack of joints to smoke when they're not on duty. Straight up. You know, when marijuana becomes legal in Wyoming, I'm going to grow my own hybrid strain of marijuana. I'm going to mix Black Magic, Green Crack, Rainbow Kush, Fruity Kush, King Bud OG Kush, Maui Wowie, Durban Poison, and Golden Cobra. Now, these 8 strains together will make King Cobra's Chronic. The King Bud OG Kush would make the buds just massive. Like, you'd be able to hold it in your hand like this. One nugget would be like damn near a pound almost. You drop it on the fucking table, and it's like, boom, you hear it hit the table. And it'd be like the best tasting weed you ever smoked, man. Like, this shit would fuck you up. The top 8 strains there, I think, would sound... No, I've only been to Colorado a couple times here and there to smoke. And I've tried different strains here and there. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact Green Crack's a good strain of weed. Green Crack is a very strong sativa. So it'd basically be a sativa indica hybrid with a more dominant sativa, and it would knock you on your ass in 4 hits or less, guaranteed. Like, here's a fucking strain of weed that'll knock your dick in the dirt. People are like, let's have a smoke down. They all bring out these little cute little green nugs. Like, oh, you want to have a smoke down? Okay, I fucking pull out a garbage bag. Like a little dark-hated plastic garbage bag. Like, what the fuck you bringing? I reach in and pull out a fucking nug. It's like as round as this ashtray. And I'm just like, you want to have a smoke down? Try some of this. And they're looking at that like, dude, that is the prettiest bud I've ever seen. Where the fuck did you get that? I'm like, I grew that shit, my cracker. Now, if Wyoming does legalize weed and they have like maybe, depending on like, it depends on the limit of plants, you know what I'm saying? Like if they have like an 8 to 12, like if they have a minimum of 6 plants that you can grow on personal if you have a medical card, then basically if there's 8 strains in that strain, you know what I'm saying, if I keep it under that 6 plant minimum, then if it does become legal in the state, then technically I'm not breaking the law. Although if I've won the fucking lottery, I built my dream house, I made a donation to the Casper Police Department, the hospital, Crimson Dawn Museum, the food banks, men and women's shelter, you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing. I don't think anyone's going to give a fuck, dude. They were like, you know what? Because as soon as I get it to that point where when I do grow it, if I get to that point where I do grow it and the first couple of plants start producing seeds, all I got to do is start collecting seeds from that final plant to reproduce it. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'd like to do, like my first attempt at growing weed, I want to try growing some green crack. But I'll do it when it's legal. I'm not going to do it when it's illegal. Now, when I grow my green crack marijuana strain, just to try and see, just to get my hands wet and growing it and such, you know, I'll take some cherries, some peaches, some bananas, and some mangoes, and I'll mulch it up and put the mulch on top of the seed, pack it down nice and firm, and water it and cultivate it. And watch all the nutrients from that seed just suck into that seed. And that green crack comes out tasting just like the fruit that you put into it. And you got yourself a fruity green crack, basically. You want to see a really cool book? I mean, you've all seen the Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells. That's pretty impressive. I got something better than that. Hold on a second. So I go to Spencer's here in Casper, Wyoming, and look at the book I see sitting on the Spencer's shelf. A book on how to grow weed. Step by step, everything you need. Now, owning the book is not illegal. As far as they're concerned, this is just a novelty gag from Spencer's. Oh my God, dude. You busted nut looking at these pictures, man. Fucking, this is some pretty shit. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Oh. Look how thick that stalk is underneath right there on that marijuana plant. People say that marijuana is a drug. Okay, if it's a drug, but here's a picture of some weed growing out of a bucket with soil in it. So how is it a fucking drug? It's a plant with drug-like side effects. Get it right. But could you imagine making a handheld wand out of a marijuana stalk that thick? Like something that you could hold in your hands like this, but made out of a fucking marijuana branch? Miracle Grow plant food that helps to have with your soil. Liquid plant food also works. Bloom Plus, all kinds of shit you can use. I mean, when it starts to sprout, your weed looks like that when it starts to sprout leaves. Right there. Ooh, isn't that pretty? So when it starts to sprout leaves, it could be like anything, dude. It could be like any sort of plant. And then you actually look, and eventually, if you keep cultivating it, it'll grow and grow and grow and grow. And then eventually, it'll start to look like that. The good stuff, man. Now, Canada just legalized pot. I've been hearing on the news that as soon as Canada legalizes it, Wyoming's next. So, yeah. I've been hearing on the fucking news, Facebook, supposedly that if Canada legalizes weed, that Wyoming was going to be next. I know this is just through the grapevine, mind you. And Canada just legalized it. So when the oil dries out, at least you got cannabis and hemp to back up Wyoming's economy. I mean, you gotta stop thinking like, oh, they're just trying to get their fix. Fuck off, dude. The sooner we stop treating marijuana like it's crystal meth, the better. Because when you call marijuana or cannabis, whatever you want to call it, when you're calling it a drug, you're basically, it's like calling it crystal meth or heroin, you know? And that's bullshit. I can't afford to move to Colorado, and even if I did, I wouldn't want to. Too many freaking people, man. I'm not much of a people person. I mean, if there are any growers in Colorado who want to grow that King Cobra's Chronic, man, have right the fuck at it. But let it be known that that's my strain. I came up with that. Black Magic, Green Crack, Maui Wowie, Fruity OG Kush, Durban Poison, King Bud OG. I did it out of order. Black Magic, Green Crack, Rainbow Kush, Fruity Kush, Maui Wowie, Durban Poison, and fucking Gucci Golden Cobra and Black Magic Green Crack. Like all fucking 8 of those strains, yeah, man. Good shit. Black Magic Green Crack, Fruity OG Kush, Maui Wowie, Durban Poison, Fruity OG Kush, King Bud OG Kush, and Gucci Golden Cobra. Yep, those are the fucking 8 strains right there. That'll freaking do it, man. I found a website that sells cannabis seeds. They can send them to your door. And they have a strain on there called Gucci Golden Cobra. No bullshit. And the reviews on it said, man, this strain is strong. It tastes good. And I'm like, I just know for a fact that when marijuana becomes legal in this state, I'll be growing hybrid strains like you wouldn't believe. Yeah. And if Casper, Wyoming had a weed festival, I'd show up with like a shit ton of King Cobra's Chronic, and I'd be giving that shit out for free. People be coming up to my booth going, free sample? Yeah, man. Take like a fucking big ass nug and break off a chunk about that big. Like, here you go. It is exactly smoky hypocrisy. My point exactly. The fucking government says you can't grow it, you can't sell it, you can't smoke it. But then the government grows it. Yes, they do. The United States government does. Trust and belief. There are 4 people in the United States of America whose medical condition is so bad that the government grows and gives them medical marijuana, despite it being illegal on a federal level. And then you get several government officials coming out and saying, well, I did smoke it, but I did not inhale. Oh, yes, I inhaled frequently as a kid, but I view it as a bad habit, like alcohol and cigarettes. Like, oh, whatever, dude. Trump's trying to get marijuana fucking legal for medical use, I guess, because now there's like 4 states, only 4 goddamn states that are completely illegal. Everywhere else is legal for medical, recreational, both, or just CBD. So, yeah, if there's like literally just 4 fucking states left, that makes you stop and think for a second, doesn't it? An old gothic King Cobra is using his magic to make marijuana legal in this country, and now there's only 4 fucking states left. What more proof do you fucking need? I'm all playing with chi on Facebook again. Y'all see that shit. It turned blue. Like I had a big old blue chi ball sitting in between my fucking hands. Like, yeah, dude, you saw that shit appear. I saw it fucking appear, dude. Like right there against the black of my shirt. You could see that shit. I put a green one. There we go. I saw that. It appeared briefly for a second. Boom. Oh, you're quite welcome. Brandon says, thanks for using your magic to make pot legal. It's too bad no one was powerful enough to do this years ago. Yeah, it took a little bit, yes, but it's getting there. Is the blue stuff in blue vein cheese blue chi balls? No, it's not. No, it's not. Tai Chi is from the body. It's energy you produce with your body. Cheese is something you eat. Completely different, dude. Like, I'm sure you're just curious, but at the same time, bro, like, I don't know, you know. And I've already read this book, and I'd have to get some of those marijuana grow lights and hook them up in my dream house's basement, so that way, some gardening lights, yeah, whatever they're called. That way I could be like, okay, I went from cultivating it from my own personal garden to smoking it in my clock tower several floors above me. I mean, you couldn't tell me that I wouldn't be sick. You cannot honestly say that I wouldn't be bad the fuck ass. To go into your fucking basement of my, to go into the basement of my fucking dream house, cultivate my own fucking weed, and then literally put it in a little container and then take it up with me into the clock tower, fresh off the stalk, and just grind it up and smoke it. Yeah. That would be some insanely awesome shit. Yes, it would.